Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with one of your favorite guests, frequent guests of the show, friend of the show, friend of the podcast, and undefeated head coach, Jeremiah Sirles. Welcome back.
How are you, friends? It's
We are
football
good.
season. We made it. We have made it through the freaking doldrums of summer, and it's finally here.
I'm shaking with excitement
Giddy.
to watch football.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Now, most people don't know that football season started on a Tuesday night in August. So tell us about the big win.
Yeah, so we had my K1 first grade kindergarten flag football team first game tonight. I had a full returning roster from the springs, right? They all came back. So, continuity was there.
You didn't lose any to the NL collective?
No, didn't lose any to the portal, right? No, lost there. We actually added one there. So we're at 11 now, which is a little high on the roster limit. But no, it was great. We won our first game against the Lions. We're the Vikings. So we can't go undefeated if you don't win the first one. So we're going to keep stacking wood, keep chopping wood, right? Going through it. But the double reverse gets them every time, boys. They just can't, those little 6-year-old minds just can't comprehend 2 handoffs.
Tell me about the team culture for you're the Vikings.
Yep. We're a lot of team culture is a lot of, it's about what you'd think with 6-year-olds, right? I had to tell, you say things you don't anticipate ever having to say. Like today I had to tell one of my kids, Carl, stop chewing your flags. Right, because we're in the huddle and he's just like right, just mowing down on this flag. Or the worst is in the huddle when you're trying to show them the things. They're like, so I'm getting the ball? No, you're not. So I'm faking it. And you're like, shut up. Why are you so loud? There's no need for you to be so loud. And then we get up there and I show him you line up here, right? I have the diagrams. You line up here. You line up here. And then I'm like, all right, ready? On one, break. Where do I line up? And you're like, oh my gosh.
It's there's 18 people in the stands. They can hear you.
Yeah. And then one of the kids knew one of the kids from the other team. And so he was like, I'm getting the ball. I was like, why would you tell him? Stop it. But no, it was it's fun, dude. It's super fun. And we have practice once a week. So there's only so much you can do. It's more you get about 15 minutes of attention. And then the rest is just it's wrangling cats.
That 15 minutes of tension is that running plays, and then the wrangling cats is hey, we're just gonna throw the ball at each other.
No, it's 15 minutes to install plays, and then after that, it's capture the flag guy, right? My version of smear the queer, right? You don't call it that anymore, right? But then you have sharks and minnows or monkey in the middle. It's just flag pulling at that point because that's half the battle is just making sure these kids can actually hand coordination, flag, pull, right?
Especially that one kid's eating the flags. It's got to be real difficult.
Oh, dude, Carl's a trip. He's exactly what you would expect from a Carl too. When he will come up to you and he'll come up to me, he'll just be like, "Hi, coach," right? And you're just like, "Oh, hi, Carl."
Carl screams one technique.
Yes, Carl. He's gonna be the I don't know what it is in Iowa, but we have the black band around the helmet where it's you don't get to touch the football. He's gonna be a nice defensive lineman for you when we put pads on.
The double striper.
Yeah. 100%. Tyler, it's nice of you to join us. You talk a lot about discipline and the most disciplined team in the Big Ten, and then you can't even show up to your own podcast on time. Ooh. I'm not really sure how we're gonna go here with that bet that we made.
I know.
It's funny because I don't. I didn't claim anything.
Hey, you're a Hawk. Once a Hawk, always a Hawk.
It's your special teams coach claiming that there's not a team in the country more disciplined than the Huskers right now.
Hey, Coach Eckler's a savage, by the way. I played for him. He was here when I was here. Absolute lunatic, savage. He was on Georgia's sideline or Oklahoma. I can't remember. And he headbutted a guy and was bleeding everywhere. He's an absolute psychopath.
I will preface the conversation with he does seem like the type of coach that would get you going. He's a guy's guy. Fucking wild statement to make when with the recent history of how Nebraska has played football.
Listen, that's in the past. We're talking about the 2025 Huskers, right? No one cares what you did in 24. It's all about what you do and what's all about. Right now, there's 162 FBS national champions, just like there's 32 Super Bowl champions right now. Until the ball gets rolled out there, everyone's in tip-top shape.
Everyone's undefeated.
Everyone's undefeated, just like my K1 flag football team.
Especially the K1 flag football team.
How many days until the K1 flag football team's not undefeated anymore?
We got another game next week, next Tuesday. Don't worry. I think we have a chance to run the table this year. It's only 6 games, but
Do you want to sell the rights to live stream that to the Washed Up Walk-Ons?
Oh yeah, dude, there was a parent there today that had the iPad. It was on the other team. He had the iPad like up on like an easel thing that could turn, and he was filming the whole thing.
Oh, that's
kind of like I was like, that's cool, but I'm like, it was for like the back end zone view too. I was like, are you guys gonna have like a film session?
Yeah,
later?
that shit's
like,
gonna
like what are we doing?
It's gonna show up on the O-line committee next week.
Yeah, right. We'll have to do a little film breakdown of us just yelling at kids to stay home. It's wild.
Stay home, Carl. Like at your home with your parents.
Right here, Carl. Stay right here. We have a few mouth breathers, but not many.
There's a lot of them.
Carl's a big fan of the show. Actually, he's going to be excited to hear this. All this
we'd love to have him on. Now my computer did the old. I came back to the office and I was here 10 minutes early. And it did the old update restart. So that was fun. And this computer is in fact, it's 10 years old exactly right now. So
upgrade, dude.
We're gonna need to upgrade. But you know, life's expensive. Got two kids now. Fucking, you know, there's a lot of stuff to pay for. So
no, it comes in waves too. Like last week, we went on a 10-day vacation to see my dad had his retirement trip. My brother got married, and like right before the trip, wife's car needed like $1,200 worth of work. Right, and like, okay, great.
Car is the worst.
And then 2 days later, my son shattered our oven door. So it's like, oh well, guess I got to buy a new oven now too. Right? It's just like it just was one of those weeks where you're like, that was $4,000 like pretty quickly there. That's not exactly how I wanted this to happen.
Update from Drake. Right now, sorry I couldn't make it, fellas. Just got Sully back to the hotel. We cut weight tonight. I dropped 11 pounds in the sauna. He's not even the one fighting. Sully for you, Sirles. Sully's and for any Hawkeye fans tuning in, it's not Brendan Sullivan, the quarterback for Tulane. It's Sullivan Cauley who fights for the what is it? It's
I think it's PFL,
Pro Fight League Championship.
It's like the tournament style.
Yeah, tournament championship tomorrow, or maybe Thursday.
Did Drake tell you what I accidentally did this summer when I accidentally put him in a group chat with my high school kids?
No.
What?
Okay. So
you I have Pete Hegseth or
So I have these 3 high school offensive linemen that I'm training, and their trainer at Kratos is Drake. His name's Drake. So I have him in there as Drake Kratos. So I was throwing like everyone in there, and so all of a sudden I was like, "Hey boys," I was like, "Hey," and then Drake goes, "Sirles, what the fuck am I missing here?" I was like, "My bad, get him out." Like I was like, "That's on me, boys. That is not who I planned on having in this podcast."
I know exactly what the
Drake's gonna come out to the Washington Post. He's like, I was added to a confidential group chat.
Of
high school seniors.
Yeah. I was like, that's not what we wanted.
The thumbnail of this video is now your face on Pete Hegseth's body.
I don't know who that is. So, sounds great.
You don't know who that is?
No.
God bless you.
I don't know who are you talking about?
Wow, you really don't keep up with.
Back in the spring, our secretary, I don't know if it wasn't him. It was actually the national security advisor who has since been fired, but put a reporter into a group chat.
Oh, got it. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that was his name, but I 100% now know. Yeah, the secret war plans or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct. Yeah, so that's what Drake's doing. He's currently, I don't know where this one is.
I don't know either.
I think he said like Florida.
He's in Fort Lauderdale because I just texted him and told him that I can't believe he bailed.
Okay. So yeah, he's got he corners like one of the best guys in the Pro Fight League right now. So
good for him.
That's what he's doing. I was wondering, Sirles, before we get into the legitimate talk, I was reading right before I came down and found the computer restarting. I was doing bedtime. Was there a specific bedtime story over in the Sirles house tonight?
No. We do one group book, and then we do songs and prayers. Right, so Old McDonald's a fan favorite.
Yeah,
right, because you can do the animal noises.
And
they get all excited for the pig and the horse, and then
hell yeah.
And then I had the daughter tonight, so she wanted Skinamarink and Baba Black Sheep. So
Skinamarink,
timeless,
banger,
dude, timeless things, right? So yeah, that was more the Sirles household wrangling today. My son, my youngest son, got truck sticked by a bike yesterday, so he's got this like nasty cut on his lip. So he's a little harder to get down right now. I'll send you guys the video afterwards. But I mean, he got absolutely just truck stick
you were
by a
filming
neighbor.
it.
Well, we have the security cameras in the front of the house, right? Which 90% of the time I use for just watching my kids just absolutely torch themselves some way, shape, or form.
I was picturing like you were filming the seventh Jackass movie at your house or something.
It might as well have been. And then today he's got this huge cut right here, like right on his lip. And then when he asks questions, he raises his hand. And so like today he looked like little Hitler, dude. It was wild. I'll send this to you. I'll send this to you guys right now. Like I'm telling you, like when he came over and he was like, "Dad," I was like, "Buddy, you gotta put your hand down."
This guy got school tomorrow. Is this showing up to second grade with?
Dude,
what goes on in your household that your kids have to raise their hand to ask a question?
Huh, dude?
No, Kev, that's how it works.
Listen, when there's multiples, dude, you gotta slow them down.
And when they learn something, they're all about it too. So when you learn to like, oh, when I ask a question, I raise my hand. It's like it's reps on reps. You figure out how kids soak so much up, and it's volume learning. When they learn something, it is now going to happen 200 times in the next 3 days, and it's amazing. People could learn a lot from that.
I think I sent it to the right. I hope I sent that to the right group chat.
You probably sent it to your.
No, I sent it to the right group chat.
Probably sent it to your kids. Your high school.
Yeah, the high school kids. That's exactly what you need.
So this is probably.
Dude, how bad is that?
Oh, I have to watch the video now.
No, it's not the video. It's the picture. It's the picture.
Oh! the little hair twirl.
Dude, I know. You guys can share it if you want to, and like a cut up or something. But like, dude, it's literally like he looks like little Hitler. It's bad.
Hey, and even though he looks like little Hitler, cute as shit, man.
Yeah, he's a good looking kid, man. You just put it like when he was like, "Dad," I was like, "Oh, buddy."
That's tough. I'm sure this is how the conversation about the flag football team started. But how you been? What's going on in Sirles world? Is this? You just had a 10-day vacation. I'm assuming that's similar to at least me, who kind of lives in this. Football season is the busy season. You've it's been low key summer.
Yeah, anytime August can be low key, it's a good thing, right? I mean, right now it's everyone's in camp. So we have 14 guys in training camp right now as an agency.
Nice.
Multiple guys fighting for starting positions, multiple guys fighting for backup roles, for roster bubble spots. So, that'll all come to a head on Tuesday. So a week from today. Right, is the 53-man cut day, the worst day of the year.
Tough day.
Right? Tough day. But it's growing well. I'm flying out to Pennsylvania at the end of next week to sign my first high school kid. So getting into that realm. I know we talked about that last time, but I've gone deep into that. I think I'll have 2 high school kids this year, and then working on signing a few of some of the college kids. And then I know update our guy Mason Richmond. He's doing a great job in Seattle. I think he has a really good chance. He's right there, man. It's going to be close. Whether it's going to be
practice squad guy,
at minimum. I think at minimum he's a practice squad guy. I think he has a chance if he plays well, like he has been in this next preseason game. There's a chance maybe someone claims him on waivers because he had a ton of pre-draft interest, right? And he's played well, so if they maybe try and sneak him onto the practice squad there.
Can you explain that process
with the what? The practice squad or the waivers?
Cut, waivers.
Yeah, for sure. So
the timeline of that, what that looks like.
Yeah, so by Tuesday at 4 p.m. next week, every team has to have 53 men on their roster, right? Like that's a hard deadline. And what'll happen there is everyone that gets released will then go on the waiver wire. And the waiver wire, very similar to all us fantasy football nerds out there, right? Every team is in order based off of how terrible they were the year before. They can pick on the waiver wire, hey, we want to claim this guy to our active and we'll cut this guy, right? And so that all happens on Wednesdays. If you clear waivers, 24 hours, you clear waivers, right? Then you become an unrestricted free agent and you can sign with anyone's practice squad or you could sign at any time, right? And so on Wednesday, they'll get their practice squad up to the 16, which it is now. So every team will sign their 16 guys and then they'll move on from there with trying to move roster pieces in that piece there.
Does the waiver order stay the same the whole year?
So no, because it's similar to fantasy. If you claim, you go to the bottom of the list.
Okay.
Wow.
So like that's why if you claim someone on waivers, like you are up there for like you really want that guy. Right. And you have to be pretty quick about it too, because everyone will put in waiver claims and then the league will actually go through and say who gets who.
Interesting. If you claim a guy on waivers and because I think Ike's been through this before.
Yes.
What if that guy comes to the new spot and then they have to go through all this medical clearance and all that stuff? If they don't pass, does that waiver it still counts? Are you still at the top if they don't?
You still have to pass your physical.
But
no, that's a lie. Because if you get cut and you go on the waiver, you are healthy.
Okay.
Right? Because you cannot release someone injured. Right? Like you cannot say, "Hey, you've got a fucked up bicep, dude. Like I'm releasing you." Like we are protected from the union that you can't do that. And if they try and do that, then as an agent, you're filing an injury grievance and all that stuff. So if you go on the waiver wire, you have been released healthy.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I just looked it up on the our lads depth chart. He's Connor Colby's second on the Niners. Richmond is looks like he's in the third level of the
that's
the Seahawks.
Dude, it's just a really deep O-line room. And it's a very like talented offense.
There's a ton. They have a ton of guys on there. God, they are still deep. They've kept a lot of guys.
Well, the thing that they're trying to do is they're really trying to revamp. For example, the Seahawks were hounding me on draft day to get a free agent deal done with Mason before the draft was over.
I have not heard of a single one of their O-linemen.
Right, like you heard of Gray Zabel.
No.
Yes. First rounder.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. Zabel I've heard of. He's the only one.
That guy, he's pretty good. But like they were like, come on, let's get a deal. Let's get Mason here. And I was like, boys, you drafted 2 linemen. Yeah. Like I'm not sending him there. I'm gonna have him go somewhere else. In fact, I've got a deal done for him to go somewhere else. And they're like, all right, well, we'll just draft him then. Right. So like that's where you talk about some of that stuff at the end of the draft about being drafted, being good or bad. Yep. Sometimes it can be like, obviously it's good a team wants you, but it wasn't a super appealing roster spot for him. Sure. But when you want a team to draft you, right? Like, and that's the ultimate goal. Like you don't really get a say. It's always good to be wanted because he will get to carry that draft tag with him throughout the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Right. Carrying that UDFA tag. And I lived it.
Till he dies.
You're constantly looking at getting replaced. Always. But even if it's just, he was a draft pick. At one point in time, someone in the NFL wanted him.
Yeah, even after his career, you could say, I was drafted in the
100%.
NFL.
Yeah, I was drafted. I was one of 254 people that the NFL said, I want you.
I still wish that instead of nobody calling, someone just called me. So I could say, yeah, somebody called me.
Yeah. Someone gave me a ring, man.
You always want that next step up.
Yeah,
it's crazy. What a stressful time for these guys, huh?
But now I can't get a hold of any of your freaking offensive linemen there anymore. It's driving me nuts.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah. Maybe
I like Jennings. Jennings is my favorite.
Throw on a Hawks by a Million shirt. Maybe you'll get some more.
Maybe, yeah. I like Dunker. Dunker's probably my favorite one out of you guys right now.
I'd be excited about him too.
Pretty popular pick.
Pretty damn good. I think
he's the people's favorite as well.
I mean, him and Logan Jones are, all over the place. They're like top 15 linemen in the country.
Yeah, I mean, well, Logan made the freaks list. Yeah, he made Logan Jones.
Yeah, because he squats like 700 pounds.
Yeah, the only knock on him, he's a little small. Like he's a
so
little
is Linderbaum.
Small. He's not. Listen, let's be careful throwing the Linderbaum comparison.
I like
Logan. I like Logan a lot. I think he's a hell of a player. He is not Tyler Linderbaum.
But people said the same thing about Linderbaum.
Yes, but the
play
strength,
don't give me that look. They're all over the place.
So different. The play strength is so different between those two.
Do you remember the play where Linderbaum kept up with, I forget who the running
Goodson
on the play?
Goodson,
yes. Goodson, yeah.
It was an outside zone to the left, and he just kept on running. Yeah, I remember watching that going, well, yeah, he's going to play in the league for a long time.
I mean, he was last year he was a Pro Bowler, right? Or All-Pro?
Pro Bowler. I think Creed had All-Pro last year.
Crazy that he just steps in. I mean, just on social media today, they're going down that list of top 100 players in the NFL. Wirf's at 28. Too low. Should be higher.
Agreed.
But still, only guy to ever be all-pro left and right tackle.
That's nuts. He's just, dude, he's so big. Like, I remember I was
No. It's not about how big he is, though, because there's guys that are that big.
But like I was at the combine when he tested. Like I was in the building when he tested, and my jaw hit the floor. Like
it's how
that
athletic
big,
it is.
moving that fast was.
How do you get around it?
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. And then when you try and run through him, he just like eats you. Like, I would love to see a one-on-one drill between him and Vita Vea. Right, like just like the old Oklahoma drill. Like if you weren't scared of getting both your guys hurt, like that'd be such a great drill. Be like, which one of you two can move the other one off the spot?
Yeah, I'm sure the Bucks would love to put their $40 million tackle
against their $30 million nose guard.
Yeah, just
for fun.
With
just
high
for
risk with high risk of injury.
Shits and gigs.
Pay-per-view.
Actually, Kev, I don't know if you probably didn't. Like a half hour before we jumped on this pod, the Hawks released like a 9-minute video of Lester and Coach Wallace both mic'd up.
Oh yeah,
absolute cinema. And of course, this is the time of year where like anything gets released from the team's social
people
media.
are just craving.
And they gave us 10 fucking minutes of Goat Wallace and Tim Lester. Just you have to go watch it after this. But there's a little bit of combat drill in there.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
I thought combat drill got kind of nixed.
It was combat drill-ish. It was similar. And man, they were popping pads, bro. Oh, it's close. It's close. I know Nebraska fans were pretty hyped. They just released, or something got some of it got leaked or something. There was a little video going around of Raiola trying to be Mahomes, throwing a sidearm pass to the corner of the end zone.
Dude,
doing his thing.
I know people like joke on that, but I'll tell you this, like I've been around a lot of NFL arms, like going to training camp. The dude's got an NFL arm. Like it is a very talented arm. He can put the ball where he wants it. He's got great touch. I need him to have better decision making this year. Like if he can do that, he'll be a top 1, 2, 3 draft pick.
You personally need him to have better decision making?
Yes, I would personally need him because I'm back on the network this year, boys. I'm back on the
You're
Husker.
back.
I'm back on the Husker Radio Network this year.
Oh, so, breaking news! I wish I had
a
a breaking news on my soundboard.
Let's go.
There we go.
Yeah, no, I got the bell because we fine each other for dumb things. But no, so they needed someone to do the post game show for the radio network.
Oh no,
and
you accepted the post game?
Listen,
not with the Collins, no.
With the Collins, they were like, Sirles, we need someone, and so I threw out a bit of an outrageous number because I was like, yeah, I'll do it for this, and they were like,
gave it to you,
and they were like, all right, yeah, we can do it. I was like, oh shit, should have asked for higher, right? Like
always,
dude, it was like double what they paid last year. They still were like, we'll do it, we'll do it. I was like, all right, wow. I mean, I'll listen to
how long you got to field in the vermin calls after
well, I think the way it works is you have to be on air for a total of like 8 hours, or like maybe it's 9 hours, like between pregame and postgame. And so it's one of those things that like if the game flies, you're answering a lot of calls.
Yeah.
Right. Like drunk Billy and Seward's gonna call in and he's gonna be upset about why don't we use the fullback anymore? Right. Like, it's like, God. But it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. I'm excited to get back on the network. Took a little hiatus, but we're back.
Man, I wish somebody would call and be like, Clue, you want to do the Hawkeye post game? And I'd be like, I wouldn't even say a number.
Didn't you used to do it with? Who'd you used to do it with?
It wasn't affiliated with Iowa though. It was just a local radio. Me and Doug used to do it for the Cedar Rapids station. I would do the 2-hour post game call and it was the same thing. It just wasn't the affiliated show. We actually had to wait for the affiliated show to be over to then do it. And yeah, you get those calls, man. It's like I was watching tonight. I've been a Hawkeye all my life.
Yeah,
been a Hawkeye all my life. I bleed black and gold, but God damn, when are we gonna block somebody? And you're just like, oh no, I have to. What's my good answer for this?
Like, I'm with you, Dale. We should probably try blocking somebody.
Couple times I would be like, you know what? I hear you, Jimmy. I hear you.
Dude, the ones that kill me, they're like, dude, back in 1995, it's like, my God, men, it's not 1995 anymore, right? Like the daily flu shots in the back don't exist anymore. Like it's not what you want it to be. I'm sorry. It's just not there anymore. But no, yeah, so I'm back doing the post-game show, and then I'm doing the pre-game, the Husker Tailgater of the Week for the home games where we go around with Hy-Vee is a sponsor, and we'll go out like 3.5 hours early, and we'll find the guy that like the diehard tailgate but doesn't have the stuff for it.
Yeah.
And like we'll find the guy and then we'll just load him up with like pulled pork and all kinds of Hy-Vee. Like we pull up with the Gators, right? Like so that's gonna be super fun to do.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Hey, that'll be fun.
Kev, you know what we should do?
We
should do that with one of our lovely sponsors, Gray's Gourmet to Go.
I would love to.
What if we got?
Can we choose my tailgate?
Yours
every
somehow
week.
Kevin's been picked 7 weeks in a row this season.
That's crazy. It's just
no,
crazy.
but
It's amazing.
You think Pete and Kim would line up for like a hey, let's do this sponsored tailgate giveaway every Saturday?
Yeah.
Somebody gets 50 chicken lips every Saturday.
Every Saturday and a couple sides, and we just it wouldn't be that much. It wouldn't be that much inventory on Pete's side, but the pub that you would get being out in front of the tailgates, and you could, oh my gosh, I mean, you don't know about it, Sirles, but if you ever come to Iowa City, we got to treat you to some of this Gray's Gourmet to Go chicken lips. You ever had chicken lips?
I have not had chicken lips,
brother. It's like chicken tenders on steroids.
Ooh,
they're just and the ranch. Oh my god.
Sounds like you guys need a washed up walk-ons tailgater of the week, and then you just film it, put it on social media.
Exactly that. And actually, I was going to do something like that this year with anybody who has a Hawks by a Million flag. If you post a social media picture of it, we'll feature you. But we could add that Gray's giveaway as well. We're gonna have to talk with Pete and Kim about that. Shout out to Gray's for sponsoring us this year. That was a nice little easy fill in there. I got a hypothetical for you, Sirles.
I like these.
I want you to put yourself in the Hawkeye shoes for a second. Okay. And it's this year relevant. Our wonderful producer, Grant here, put up this tweet, I
say a lot of things. Be careful.
90 minutes ago, Grant put up this tweet. And on this poll, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. On this poll, it says, would you rather Iowa go 8-4, but we lose all 4 trophy games?
Ooh.
So we lose to Iowa State. Let's see, we play Wisconsin next. Then Minnesota, and we obviously finish with Nebraska. But we win every other game. We beat Penn State and Oregon at home. We go to USC and win. We beat Indiana to open up the Big Ten schedule. But we lose all 4 trophy games, finish 8-4. Or
you definitely finish the season ranked with that 8-4.
100%.
Yeah.
Or you go 6-6, but you win, and the only games you win are the 4 trophy games, plus your 2 non-cons against the 2 high school teams that we play.
8-4 all day long.
All day long. Right?
All day long.
Look at the results of this.
Oh my gosh.
I would say I said B. I was firmly.
No way, dude.
No
shot.
I'm taking B.
3 out of 5 people answered B. They'd go 6-6 with the 4 trophy wins.
That's an August answer. You asked that same question middle of October. 100 people are taking A.
Yeah, I mean, those home wins over Penn State and Oregon. People would remember this season for forever. Because
I don't give a if we win against
Penn State. At the same time, going 0-4 versus your rivals, that's hard to swallow.
That one dings. But dude, at the end of the day, you guys know this too. Like practicing after a win is so much more fun than after loss. Like a 6-6 season is awful.
Yeah,
like it's awful. Like you're miserable half the year.
That's how I personally look at it. I see the records first.
Basically, the only thing that's going to get you through the offseason is laughing at the Iowa State and Nebraska fans.
Yeah, as you went down to the Idaho Potato Bowl and played Ball State.
Fine, I'll take it. Idaho's beautiful in January. You ever been?
Yeah,
dude. No
way, dude.
8-4 with wins over probably most likely ranked Penn State at home, ranked Oregon at home. Potentially a ranked USC, probably a ranked.
Your guys' schedule isn't easy this year.
No, we're not Nebraska. We don't.
We've got the freaking cakewalk. We got the Indiana. We have the Indiana schedule from last year.
Congratulations, by the way.
Hey, we'll all get our turn.
Indiana results out of you.
We'll all get our turn, right? No, I don't love the whole like Nebraska is gonna shake up the college football thing that I keep seeing every now and then. The college football playoff thing. I mean,
well, I wanted to get to that eventually tonight too.
I mean. It's every fucking year, man.
Pate State and Bussin just joined forces, by the way.
Who?
And Josh Pate and he's got a big college football.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the Huskers at 10-2, making the playoff.
I mean, it's not. Here's the thing. That's not an unrealistic thing with our schedule.
But does a Husker 10-2 with losses, I assume, over Penn State and who else they got? Who's the next toughest?
It'll depend what the rest. It'll depend. Michigan,
Iowa?
Michigan and Iowa. I mean, it'll depend what those losses looked like. Like, did we get dog walked by Penn State? Did we battle all the way through? I mean, or is it one of those things also like, what's the rest of the Big Ten look like?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like Indiana last year, where were they down like 31-0, but finished like 31-16. So like on the scoreboard, it doesn't look as bad, but when you watch the game, you're like, it wasn't close.
It was
really.
atrocious.
Like
the Ohio State game you're talking about. I think it was close in the first quarter, and then just kind of got out.
Yeah,
of
I mean
hand.
every game starts 0-0, and then he's got to be 7-0 probably.
Like, it's always like a punt return for a touchdown, and then all of a sudden the game's out of it.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like any team like Indiana or any like Boise State, like if you fall behind 2 scores against an upper echelon team, best of luck.
Yeah,
right. Like they're gonna pin their ears back. You're not built to throw the football all over the yard. It's one of those things. But I don't know. I'm excited for this year for Nebraska. You know, more along the lines of I think we'll have a competent football team. Right? And it's been years since I've been able to truly say, like, I have faith. I went to a few practices and they're run the right way. Rules got discipline in the thing. Guys are hustling and out of drills. Like, he's kicked shit bags off the team. Like, there's just so much more progress in year 3 than I saw through the entirety of Scott Frost. Just being very honest.
Yeah, like, I mean, those very simple but powerful things, right?
How much?
Just getting the guys that shouldn't be there out of.
I mean,
how much of that do you think is a first full year of Holgorsen and Eckler?
I think those 2 coordinators, you know, having the balls that Matt Rule did to middle of the year last year, be like, this offense isn't working.
Big decision.
Like Satterfield, you're going to go be the most expensive tight ends coach in the country. Dana Holgorsen, you're now taking it away, right? Hey, Ed Foley, special teams wasn't working. You no longer the special teams coordinator. Go get Mike Eckler, a guy that knows what this place is about, coached here, like the perfect special teams coach, right? Energy, gonna let you know, bringing it, it's got the horn, right? And just bringing those 2 pieces to it is a huge thing. And then the question mark's a little bit of, hey, can Bill Busch pick up where Tony White left off? Right, when Tony White left off, and that piece there's what's that defense going to look now? I mean, you don't love when it's kind of a backwards thing to be like, we have 3 new coordinators and we're super excited heading into this year. Like, that's not usually the vibe when you're going that way. But I think it was 2 of the 3 were very necessary. It hurt to lose Tony White, but we had to fix what was going on with Satterfield's offense, and obviously our special teams lost us 2 or 3 games last year.
Most disciplined team in the country.
Hey.
So then I'm curious then, Sirles. So
yes,
with all that you mentioned, all right, I feel like with Nebraska, like in the past like few years, it's been always like a little bit of, even I see this like, well, it's like early in Rule, like Rayola's first year or whatnot. It feels like this year, finally for Nebraska, like the stars have aligned where it's like all the things the fans and like Rule even have asked for. Like, you got the schedule you want, you got all the coaches you want in there, you got the QB you want, have all aligned. So how much pressure do you feel like is on Nebraska this is? Because I feel like it's more pressure than people probably realize.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. The state, I thought there'd be more pressure around the state right now for hey, we need to go to win 10 games, right? But I think with the progress that we saw at times last year, going and getting the monkey of the bowl game off the back,
sure,
right? Like getting that, like, hey, no more will they pop the little stupid stat up that's like, there's only 2 teams that haven't been to a bowl game since 2017, right? Like, getting that whole stigma and thing pushed away. I think people are just looking forward to what is the next iteration of this Husker football team, right? Like, is that we're going through there now? I'll tell you this: if we start winning early, the pressure will skyrocket. But that's just how this place works. Yeah. You come out and you go 4-0 in September, right? And you're heading into October, or you're heading in there with a 5-1 record, like we did a couple years ago, and then the wheels came off. Like, the pressure will start to skyrocket in this state when it comes to that. But I mean, you look at this schedule, like you're pulling up. I mean, I think the hardest schedule is, I mean, the biggest test for us is going to be Michigan in September.
The Michigan game is very, very similar, sort of like our Iowa State game and our Indiana game. It's like an early season
for you.
What?
It's going to be the measuring stick, right?
Oh yeah, yep,
yeah. I mean, and I'm not writing off Cincinnati by any stretch. Like, I'm not writing them off. I think they have a couple really good players on defense. I just don't have any inkling of if that team's going to be worth a shit or not.
How many houses and murders? How many houses are burned down if Cincinnati beats Nebraska?
It's not going to be good, boys. I mean, the only saving grace is everyone will just come home late from Kansas City. And so at least it's not a home game where people arrive. But I'll be on the airwaves, so 11 p.m.
Dude, I'm calling into your show this year for sure.
The worst is the night games. You're on the air till like 1 a.m.
It's horrible, bro.
Like, and this is you see that 8 p.m. kickoff. 8.
Who's calling in at 12:30
so you
a.m.?
can actually book it to Kevin. Kevin.
buddy. Especially, you got to think all these idiots are going to be driving home from Kansas City back to Nebraska.
Oh yeah, you get the call. I'm in the middle of I-80.
Yeah. I don't know what I just watched, but that was awful.
I'm never fucking going to Kinnick again. I'm done.
Like, do you have a question, or are you just here to please just have a thought?
They don't have questions.
But that's the thing. Free therapy right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is not. They don't have questions. They just want to get on and bitch to feel better. It literally is.
Literally, I've had a few times where you're like, is there a question out there? It's like, no, I'll just shut up and listen. You're like, thanks for calling.
Cool, man. Yeah, you've got. You look at it here.
Our sponsor, BetterHelp. Go get yourself an online therapist.
BetterHelp. That'd be a good one. They give money to everybody. Assuming you win against Cincinnati, you take care of the two cupcakes. Michigan really is. That's
what's Michigan working with this year? I mean, they went and got
they're suspended. Isn't Sharon Moore suspended for
like a $5 million quarterback?
It's 2 games against honestly, it's probably Akron and Houston Christian as well. They got him suspended against. It's non-conference suspension.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm very curious what Sharon Moore is going to be able to do going into year 2 of his campaign there, because last year left a lot to be desired.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we knew that their roster just was.
They all went to the NFL. Yeah. I think they had like 19 people at the combine that year. It was nuts.
I think they had like 60 upper like people who were in their last year of eligibility.
Yeah.
It's just like insane. I mean, I got to imagine that they're going to have good talent again. I mean, they got Larry Ellison financing the whole fucking thing. He's like the 4th richest student in the planet now.
Yep. And Portnoy.
And Portnoy.
You can't forget about him, who apparently is going to be on Big Fox Kickoff, which I am so fascinated what that's going to look like.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He's not as much of a football guy as like McAfee. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it's going to be a little forced, and he's going to end up getting a fight with Brady Quinn or Mark Sanchez or whoever.
Oh, he's got Urban Meyer up there. You think that's going to be?
They're definitely going for their demographic, and College Game Day is going for their demographic. I don't think they're going to be competing much with at all.
That's very true.
I will say this, Sirles. If the Huskers can get through the state of Michigan, which actually they have a bye week between.
Yep. Which is super nice, because that's when I'll be elk hunting. It would fit up perfectly for me.
That was nice of them for you. It's not. There's no such thing as a cakewalk in the Big Ten, but as much as you could have one to the back half of your schedule, you've got Maryland, Minnesota, Northwestern.
That's a nice little stretch.
That's a nice stretch.
It's a nice October.
Before you have to welcome 3 out of 4 games that you're like, you really got to buckle down for. So the schedule really does line up.
The other nice thing about, if you go scroll back up, like I think 4 of our first 5 are at home.
You go
Kansas
to
City, which is going to be a home game for us. Right. Like, I mean, that thing's going to be packed full of red.
So you go to, But then you have Akron at home, HCU at home, Michigan at home, Michigan State. I don't know how the hell you guys got someone was, this was an inside job.
True Red games at Maryland, which you might have more fans there too.
Yep. And then Minnesota is the closest. It's the closest stadium to Nebraska, so our fans always travel to that one.
Nebraska fans are worried about this game right here.
Always, dude. I mean, Minnesota's going to be 8-4, like they always are. Like, they're as steady as a team is in the Big Ten. I mean, as much as we all hate to admit it, we all know PJ Fleck's team is going to win 8 games. They're going to knock off a top 10 team at one point, and they're going to lose to a Northwestern. Like, that is just the history of the Minnesota Gophers football program for the last, since PJ Fleck has taken the helm.
Yep.
The old Golden Gophers.
You go to, man, if you guys are.
I do want to correct it. Sharon Moore is going to be suspended against.
I thought so.
I was wrong on that. So
I thought I read something today that the NCAA gave him more than just what the team self-imposed as a fine.
No, so I think that's in 2026 is the NCAA one, and then this is self-imposed,
just
against
all paying
Central
for
Michigan
Jim
and Nebraska.
Just all paying for Jim Harbaugh's sins.
Yeah, of course, but they're okay with that. We've talked about this before, since KF had to sit out one game one time. what are your thoughts? Like, I'm of the opinion that the head coach sitting out on game day, honestly, is like the other 358 days of the year is much more important of a job for him than the
100%.
the 12 game days. I know
Yeah.
my on there wasn't very good,
I
but
think the only time it would really affect is if the head coach was calling plays.
yeah.
Right? Like that's when it really would be a huge miss. But most of these head coaches anymore are not calling plays, especially in college.
I would say there's just specific situations where it's a tight game. Think of some of those big games that we were in, Kev, and KF is walking over to the huddle. He's a part of the decision making for sure.
Oh, of course. Like, yeah, are we gonna go for this 4th down?
Yeah.
Are we gonna,
KF
that's 90%.
had say in a couple fakes. He popped his head in a couple special teams fakes.
But honestly, like what's stopping some intern having his AirPod in and having literally having him on the phone being like, hey, just walk over there and tell them to go for this and be like, hey, I think we should go for this. And they all have like the special hat. That's like, dude, that's the KF voice.
Yeah,
right? Like, that's him. Like whatever he says goes.
Yeah, well, Michigan never has shady sideline stuff going on, so they would
Never.
they would never do that.
I
can't imagine them pulling something like that.
If you guys have a legitimate shot, I think maybe of anyone in the country, and I haven't looked at all the schedules, but you guys have about as easy of a walk to 8-0 as most teams could possibly ask for.
I don't disagree. Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, is if we can get some confidence in this team early, which we should, right? That starts with Cincinnati, right? In Kansas City, we got to beat Cincinnati. We have the talent finally, and we have the size that if we can get some confidence and learn how to win, because you guys know as I do, learning how to win is equally as important of learning how to lose.
Yeah.
Like, and then learning how to handle winning. Right. Not learning how to smell your own oats and it's like, oh, we're super good. Like going back and understand like, hey, it's every week. We haven't had that in years. And so we have to teach a whole group of people how to handle success properly. And I think Matt Rule does a really good job of that.
I think
Michigan grabs Oklahoma earlier in the season. They got to go.
Yeah. They go to Norman, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's funny because people will listen to this and be like, wow, they do have an easy schedule. But again, slow the roll a little bit because Nebraska, even if they are rolling, would they be 3-0 headed into Michigan? That Michigan game is very easy to lose. That Michigan State game, very, very easy to slip up and lose. Minnesota very easily could beat Nebraska. Doesn't matter what they look like at the time. Like, so there's 3 losses there.
I'll tell you this though. You guys, I mean, you've been in Memorial Stadium. Memorial Stadium will be rocking for that Michigan game.
Oh, for sure.
Like that is going to be, I mean, that's the one like my family wants to come out for. Like that's the one circled, or that stadium's going to be just like it was for CU last year. Just bonkers.
Yeah. Let's see. You go to Penn State. I mean, so that's going to be the biggest home game of the year until Iowa, probably, right?
100%. Yep. And then, I mean, we got to get November's tough. Like, I mean, we're looking 8-0 heading into November. I mean, we could lose USC, Penn State, Iowa. Like, those are going to be, we need to be prime form or else.
Going to UCLA, man. The Big Ten traveling 2 time zones has had a piss poor record.
100%. Happened to us against USC last year.
If you guys are 8-0, the fan base is going to just be, there won't be any nails left. You'll all have chewed through everything you have
100%.
Because you are going to be sitting there thinking, oh my God, we can't fuck this up. And you very well still at that point could fuck it up.
Yeah, we could go defeated in November.
100%.
Like that is not off the rails there. I'm not delusional enough, right? Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna get to November 8-0 and we're gonna run the table. Like dude, we could easily be staring a defeated November.
And now that I think about it, I don't know if there's a wider gap between ceiling and floor for a team in the Big Ten than Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah, that's a very accurate statement.
I think you guys could very easily, if things go wrong, you could be a 6-6 ball club.
100%.
If things just go magically right, I think you could.
11-1 is not.
11-1 is maybe possible.
Yeah, I mean, I think 10-2 is the more likely scenario, right? I mean, you look at Penn State, and then it's always a coin flip with Iowa. Like you throw the records out.
Doesn't matter.
You guys could be undefeated. We could be defeated. Like throw the records out. That game's a coin flip every single time. Right. And so that's the one where you're pointing at going, hey, this is where it could all matter. But, it's just one of those things that Nebraska needs the ball to bounce their way a few times.
Yeah.
And we haven't had that in the past. And I'm not saying that like, oh, we need some luck. You create your own luck by being disciplined, putting yourself in the right position for the ball to bounce your way. But that's the kind of stuff we've been missing the last few years that hopefully this is the year that it starts to bounce our way a little bit.
Yeah, I put the Huskers in my coin flip tier of Iowa's opponents this year, along with
Iowa State,
Indiana, and USC.
You guys should handle Indiana. I think Indiana had their run last year. I think it'll be really hard for them to repeat what they did last year.
Luckily to get them at home. So
we get them early in the Big Ten schedule, and we get them in Kinnick. So I feel confident. And not, I don't want to harp on it, but
good coach though. He's a good coach.
Good. I love Signetti. I love the swag that he brings.
I Googled him.
Google him. He wins, right?
Google.
Yeah, that's that tier right there. USC feels like a scary game.
They just have so much talent.
It's young talent, but it's
young talent, but it is. I mean, they're another one that has unlimited funds.
They've got the #1 class next year.
Dude, so get this. So I was recruiting a kid from Colorado that's going to USC. And I was talking to him. I was like, so what they talked to you about number one? He's like, oh, they said I'd make it like minimum like $250,000 a year. I was like,
fuck me.
You haven't played your senior season yet. Like he was going into his senior year of high school. Like the money that's gets thrown around at some of these kids is bonkers.
Just start investing in your kids early. I guess it pays off.
Like at this point, like dude, those retirement plans will hit a lot easier if you get the coach, right? Get a special coach.
You have to talk with a CPA about this, but if you start your kids' LLC early, can you just write off all their training and diet stuff because they're a professional athlete and eventually they will be paid for it?
Well, if West Virginia passes this law, like you're gonna be able to pay those dudes in high school now. NIL will be for high school players.
Hell yeah.
And then where does it stop? Next thing I know, I'm going to be paying my freaking K1 kids.
Just go to the K1 league.
Carl's waiting for his
check. Waiting for his check in the parking lot, or he's not going to play.
Yeah, 100%.
They're going to have collective bargaining agreements with you.
Without telling me your Iowa prediction, we'll save that for a second.
Yes.
The other 11 games on the schedule works out perfectly as well because they'll be the first 11. Jeremiah Sirles, honest, as unbiased, because you do well at that every time you come on this podcast. I think that's why our fans request you back every year. Most requested guest, most loved.
I love it.
What is your prediction for those first 11 games?
For the Huskers?
Yeah.
Realistically, probably 8-3.
Okay.
Right. I think realistically 8-3 with a chance at 9-2. Right. And that's where I talk about the ball bouncing our way.
There's going to be a flip game.
Like a ball bouncing our way against a Minnesota. Right. Like that's a game that we go up there and, it's a dog fight. We find a way at the end of the game to squeak one out. Right. So then we're looking 9-2 with losses probably to Michigan and maybe UCLA.
But are you not ecstatic for that?
I'm super pumped for it, dude.
No.
I would be through the roof about that. But I also know that it is Penn State.
Yeah. Is there a chance that is there a formula to beat Penn State in Happy Valley for the Huskers?
Drew Aller has one of his meltdown games.
Yeah, they all get sick.
Arms get cut off on the way.
Yeah, Drew Aller has one of his meltdown games. Dude, their offensive line is scary.
Yeah, and by the way, they have not the best, but potentially the 2 best running backs in the entire league.
Yeah.
So they could just start their backup and just run.
Dude, Penn State's going to be a problem for everyone in this league this year.
So Penn State's probably
Penn State Ohio State game this year.
Penn State as the probably.
I feel like you might catch them the week after. No, I think you're a couple weeks after.
I think
that's November.
We have them. I think right before. I want to say.
Ooh, that's good for you. Yeah. The look ahead game.
Oh, but Kluver doesn't believe in those. It's impossible for 18-year-old kids to get excited about something coming up.
Grant, that's not. You're right. That's exactly my description.
No,
that was a very good Tyler impression, by the way. What?
We're 2 games before that one, actually.
Okay.
So
but they do a bye week, so it actually is their next game. So
I guess. I think it was big of me as a Hawkeye just to admit that 11-1 could happen.
Yeah, I mean it's not out of the realms of possibilities, but I'm not going to sit there and harp on that. because we haven't proven that we can do it.
And that's where I go.
What do you need to see in the first couple weeks to say, this is an 11-1 ball club here?
A lot of it goes back to kind of what we joked about, that it's a truly disciplined football team.
Yeah.
Right. We're not pre-snap penalties. We're not losing, fumbling on kickoff returns and punt returns. And, when we have a chance to make an interception, we make it, we don't drop it. Right. Like those type of things are just the things you take for granted when you played on quality disciplined teams that we haven't proven to be able to do. Right. I think back to a few years, Scott Frost first, we were playing CU. We have the game won and we take a terrible, we blow up a receiver that doesn't even touch the ball, 15-yard penalty, put them in field goal range, we lose the game. Right. We have Iowa beat and we throw an interception at the 50-yard line. Right. Like those are the type of things.
That, by the way.
Those are the type of things that if we can eliminate those things, and I can see those things eliminated from our game early in the season, that will give me hope that we have turned the page and we've moved on to that type of football team. Now you start seeing substitution errors, guys jumping off sides all the time, taking bad penalties, throwing bad interceptions, like letting busted coverages and guys wide open, then I'm not going to be as excited in those first 4 weeks.
I think from the opposing enemy line's perspective, I see a solid step up for Nebraska looking like this. I think you win one of the 2 Michigan games. You win one of the 2 games between Minnesota and USC. You lose to Penn State. So you're, like you said, 8-3 going into Iowa, and it's a coin flip. I think that is still a solid step up. Now,
100%.
And again, I think it's still very, like, you could still be looking at 6-6. It's crazy.
Well, it's one of those things too. Like you never know. Northwestern, for example, like,
yeah.
Do you overlook Northwestern? How many times? I mean, I had Northwestern when I played. They walked in here one time and Kane Coulter personally beat the shit out of us.
Kane Coulter, what a name.
Dude, and the thing that pissed me off is he was the one that beat me my senior year in high school too.
Ooh.
Right? Like knocked us out of the playoffs. Like, and he came in and he had never played, and all of a sudden he just ran all over us and we lost that game to Northwestern. Like, what the hell just happened? Right? And that can happen against Minnesota. Like, that's the piece. The Big Ten has gotten so much more talented that even the bottom feeders at times have a chance.
Everybody's got players. Similarly, like how I kind of group those games for the Huskers, you could lose one of these 2, you get the other one. You lose one of these 2, you get the other one. I see that similarly in Iowa and I don't know if this is just,
dude, your October to November is brutal.
And you know what? We want that. We want that for the Hawks.
Stop.
You want to be the best. You got to play the best, and we accept challenge in Iowa City. It's a little bit rough. Like I think we get, if you look at our trophy games, Iowa State, Wisconsin, Minnesota, I think we get.
I'm not sold on Wisconsin. I think you guys beat Wisconsin pretty easily. I think Indiana, you guys should handle Indiana. Penn State's going to be a bear. I mean, Minnesota is kind of one of those games where they gear themselves up to play you guys every single year too.
Yep.
Right. I mean, on that piece, and then you go Oregon, USC, Iowa, Nebraska. I mean, Michigan State's a team that I am very curious about.
Yeah.
Like, because that coach, the kid, what's his name that came from Oregon State?
Childs.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for how he runs his program.
Tore us up last year.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has gotten some good players in there. He hit the transfer portal well. Like,
I think the coach is Jonathan Smith. Sorry, the Childs is the quarterback. I thought that.
Smith. Yeah, no, I think he's a really good football coach. So I'll be really curious, and I'll be watching them early in the year to see what kind of step they've taken in year 2 as well.
We don't really do official prediction podcasts around here.
I mean, you guys are so similar to Minnesota. It's going to be an 8 or 9 win team.
This is how I look at it. I don't know if this is biased or not. A lot of Iowa fan base and all of Hawkeye Nation feels like we get one of the 2 big dogs in Kinnick. Like we get one of them.
As long as it's a night game. If it's a noon kickoff, you guys might be cooked.
Neither has been announced.
Well, if it's a noon kickoff versus Oregon, that's actually to our advantage.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because technically that'd be like 10 a.m.
True.
Yeah.
A lot of people think we get one of those. I feel like between those coin flip games that I mentioned, the Nebraska, USC, Indiana, and Iowa State, I think it's possible that we lose 2 of those. And then
it's possible, dude. Like
it's more than
possible.
It's
we go 6-6 with this schedule.
Yeah, you're
it's
right.
Possible.
Yeah.
You're right. And then I fear is that the Michigan State, like basically the tier below coin flip, like we should beat Michigan State at home. We should beat Wisconsin this year.
I mean, the good news for you guys is you get all the big dogs at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Like, I mean,
Indiana at home, Penn State at home,
yeah,
Oregon at home.
I mean, you flip Penn State and Oregon away games. Like, I'm going more 70-30. You lose those games.
Would have been a great year to have the Cyhawk in Iowa City.
Also true.
But it is what it is.
Honestly, the away team has fared better. I think they've won the last 4 years.
This is true. Iowa State, we haven't lost in Ames since like 2011.
Knock on some wood there.
We also haven't lost in Lincoln since like 2011.
Knock on 2 pieces of wood there.
I think I handed you guys your last loss in 2011 in Lincoln.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
How does that feel?
Awful.
And,
it feels like vomit coming out of my mouth.
And so that game will be played at a nice 11 o'clock time frame, November 28th.
I love that 11 o'clock time slot for Black Friday.
Probably a little chilly.
Isn't it the last time?
Last time for sure, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is the last time for the Black Friday.
Black Friday, yes.
Which stinks. Tell Roger Goodell to keep the NFL on Sundays. Black Fridays for us.
Yeah, I think, man. Well, Big Ten's still going to have games on that Black Friday. I think that.
I think
they wanted it to be us in Wisconsin. They wanted to change it to the.
Yeah, they wanted to change it.
Just imagine Nebraska, Iowa opens up the Big Ten slate. You're like, wait, this doesn't feel right.
I mean, I hate it.
I've come to really like the Black Friday version.
I have too. Yeah. Like, and because I grew up watching the Black Friday CU Nebraska. Right, like I grew up watching that, and so it's just kind of one of those things where it's like you want Nebraska to play on Black Friday because it's just what we've always done. But yeah, I'll agree. It's like Iowa mid Big Ten. It just won't feel the same.
Well, then I also love that you've played your game on Friday, and Saturday is always a great slate.
Oh yeah,
you played your game, right? So you're done. Enjoy it.
Yeah, come in, watch the tape in the morning, get home, and plant yourself on the couch.
You get to tee up the game. It's like
like I don't want to have to watch Iowa and the Penn State or the Ohio State Michigan game. I want to be able to just key in on one of them.
So all that being said, Sirles, like Sam McEwen, whatever that reporter's name is for Nebraska.
Yeah, old Sammy boy.
It's just he says this year it's just time. It's just time that Nebraska gets the Hawkeyes. This is and by the way, I don't want to put too much on this, but the way you guys talk about us is like we are the measuring stick. Once you get past us, it'll never be a problem after that again, and that'll really ascend your program. Like we are quite literally the launching pad for Nebraska. How does that game play out in Lincoln, Nebraska later this year?
The same way it always does. Comes down to who has the ball in the fourth quarter, and if we cannot make a mistake.
It's literally a game about turnovers.
100%. It's going to be cold. It's going to be shitty outside. It's not going to be air it out. It's going to be who can control the football and who cannot turn it over. That's exactly how it is. And if you go on the history of how it's been, even when we beat you guys in 2011 to when you beat us in 2012, my senior, it was the same shit. It's been that way every single time.
Well, there have been there's been 2 instances where we bent you over and gave it to you.
Yes, those were dark days. We don't talk about that.
Those are the dark years.
Even you go to 2014, right? Kenny Bell, corner of the end zone, double overtime.
Yep.
Right? Like those are the type of games that they're always going to be. And that's why I always say you can throw the record out. Like it doesn't matter if we're 6-6, you guys are 10-2, or if it's vice versa, we're 10-2 and you're 6-5, whatever it might be, it's a coin flip. And it's really just who shows up that day and who takes it and who makes the mistakes.
Totally fair.
And it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be sitting here in November 26th doing a podcast and go, "How the hell is this season over already?" Like it's as soon as football season, dude. As soon as football season starts, fall just goes into straight light speed, like just absolute light speed.
So now that we know the game will go exactly like it always is going to, FanDuel, presenter of the podcast this year, by the way, great people. The Nebraska win total on FanDuel, the greatest app in the history, as well as the Iowa win total, 7.5 wins for both teams. If Sirles had to put his money down, if he had to take Carl's NIL check and put it on over under 7.5 wins,
Nebraska strictly off the schedule. Strictly off the schedule. I'm saying I'm taking Nebraska with the over.
You feel pretty confident.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we flip the schedules, it'd be Iowa. I mean, think about it that way. I mean, if you're saying that both of our teams have hopefully reached a part of where they're comparable to each other.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and we're saying, hey, Nebraska and Iowa are going to be comparable of each other this year. And then you pull the schedules up, you're going to go, yeah, they don't have Oregon. They don't have like the big dogs like that. You give it towards Nebraska.
It's interesting because that almost thinks that the books consider Iowa to be a slightly better team with the same win total.
But yeah, I would agree. I think, again, because they're basing it off of what they know.
Yeah.
Like, I think that right now they're saying Iowa is a more complete team than Nebraska because we have a lot more question marks about what Nebraska is. There's not as many question marks about what Iowa is going to be. The biggest question mark is your quarterback that you finally got actually serviceable? I think the answer is yes.
I think he is too.
Gronowski's a stud, man. I watched him at South Dakota State. He's an absolute baller.
And if he isn't, then there has to be some study research done in Iowa City about how quarterbacks go and die.
Yeah.
And why that happens, because you don't just win 49 games and a national championship and the player of the entire division. What is it? The Walter Payton award for FCS. And then you come and you're just like suddenly bad. So that actually gives me more confidence now that I put it like that.
He's a good player.
Yeah. Any other great bets you have for this year that you'd place on the FanDuel app, Sirles?
Let me think. Considering I can't bet, but if I could,
theoretically,
if I could,
can't or won't?
Can't.
Okay.
Can't.
Wisconsin under.
What's that?
5.5.
Brutal schedule.
Yeah, I'm probably taking the under there. I don't know if Luke Fickell's got it going anymore.
He doesn't.
He tried to bring his spread it out thing to Wisconsin, and everyone looked at him like he had a dick on his forehead.
He tried to spread it out, and they got spread out.
Like they lost their recipe for success. You draw 600-mile radius circle around Wisconsin. You recruit every single player in there, and they come in and they all become 350 pounds in the O-line, and you pound the rock. Now we've moved from that, and I mean it's that fan base. I have a feeling is going to revolt here sooner rather than later.
Could be. They need some Big Grove beer. Another sponsor of the podcast. Before we let Sirles go, because he's on a time crunch tonight.
I am.
We got to shout out the Big Grove sponsor this year. 5 locations, one now closer to you, Sirles, where some of those Nebraska fans could go and have a nice alcoholic adult beverage and call into your show after.
Can't wait.
Talk about how good the Big Grove Easy Eddies are and how sad they are, or I guess happy they are with the result of the Nebraska game that day. But you can also find them in Solon, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Iowa City. Great partners for this football season. Great food, great beer, great times, official watch party of the Hawkeyes, all that good stuff. Jay, as always, man.
Hold on one sec. I got to throw a hypothetical bet out here for you guys. Okay, so I need my Hawks by a million shirt. Still waiting for it.
Yeah, I'm going to get your address after this, and then I'm going to send it to you.
Still waiting for it, and I will gladly wear it on the podcast before the Nebraska. I will gladly wear that. Okay. I want to put a proposed thing out there that if Nebraska beats Iowa this year, I need one of you 3 Yahoos to call into my show and admit that Nebraska has finally overtaken Iowa on the post-game radio show. And I don't know how I can reciprocate. I don't know how I can reciprocate.
I would rather wear a shirt, I think. It's a mess. I don't want to have to say the word.
So Grant had a good idea. We were talking about you the other day, and we thought it's asking a lot, especially towards the end of season when you got busy shit going on. But you always come on for the pre-show.
Yes.
I think this year, no matter what, we want to bring you on for like a 15-minute spot for the recap podcast as well.
Yes.
And of course, I said, you know what, this is going to be the year we bring them on for the recap, and they beat us. and we're just gonna look like assholes. But
Can't wait.
I will call into your show.
And I think of something reciprocal. I promise. And like I said, we have lots of time.
Overtaken us. I don't know if I can say that.
We can
after one
find
game.
words. We can find words.
Tweak the verbiage just a
We can
little
tweak
bit.
the verbiage, but I just want to throw it out there. We
I
have,
will
we have lots of time to workshop this.
I will call into your show.
We have lots of time to workshop.
I'm gonna, regardless of that game, I'm gonna be calling into the show.
I'm gonna be a weekly caller.
I'll tell my producer, hey, if Grant from Iowa's calling, do not answer.
Don't let him through.
It'll be disguised. It'll be like Cletus from Murfreesboro.
Calling. You have a Colorado number.
Yeah, my buddy Chet from Tecumseh.
Oh God. Once again, Jeremiah Sirles, he's one of our best guests, and he will be back, like we just said, later this year around the Nebraska game, and hopefully it's a good one for us. Because if it's not, I don't know if I can take the gloating. But thank you, man, for your time as always, and hopefully everybody enjoyed the show.
Absolutely appreciate you guys. Go Big Red.
We'll see you guys next time. I hate when people say that. Peace.
Later.